Now movement already. So a flag down here on our very first play. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
I got you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
81, 81. 82, 82. Black, come on.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
21, 21. By 20! 20! Go ahead, go
On second down, here's Garoppolo. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
One, Omaha. Go ahead. 13, 11, 13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Gun.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Here we go. White. Hey. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Sharp's got it, left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. On first down, Wentz. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I like the play action there on 2nd and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action. Looks like a run. And then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
Lion.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing on first is Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. On play action, Wentz. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. Go. 81.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Miles Jack in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We got three, fellas.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Solomon Thomas in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
82.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. An update from Denver. The Broncos out to an early lead against the Raiders. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Spins by. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
74. Ram. Two jet.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Come on now. Let's go. Leave 5-3. That's it.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Great 15.
shotgun now for Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Wait. 11. 12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead.
Here again is McKinnon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
11. Go ahead. 2.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
21.
On first down, Garoppolo. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up! Flag! 21.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Niners on third down.
21.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 180. 11. 2.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back now here in Santa Clara. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That good for 22 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Lefty.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Wentz on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
81.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, Maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 65, 65.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo.
11.
And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now out come the Jags. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Let's go. Hey, other side, solid.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Down the man inside, down the man.
Now Fournette. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ram. 52, great.
They'll run with Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Run. 82.
Now Wentz. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Jaguars have won the game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to